Imagine being faced with a choice that would change the fate of the one you love most, a seemingly simple decision, but fraught with profound and unpredictable consequences. Today, in this emotional and moving journey, we will explore the story of a son who faced the most harrowing dilemma of his life, placing his mother in a nursing home. A difficult decision, motivated by love, but which triggered a series of events that no one could predict. Prepare to be touched by a story of repentance, forgiveness, and redemption, an unforgettable lesson in the true meaning of love and the responsibility of children to their parents. If you've ever found yourself faced with a difficult choice, or simply want to be inspired by stories of love and overcoming, this video is for you. Before we begin, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because now we are going to embark on this exciting journey that will stir your feelings and touch your heart. In the heart of a quiet town where the trees whispered ancient secrets and the cobblestone streets held stories from centuries past, there was a seemingly ordinary family, but one that hid at its core a silent pain and a powerful lesson to be learned. Sophia was the pillar of this family, a woman with a kind smile and hands always ready to offer comfort and help to anyone in need. Her greatest pride, however, was her only son, Matthew. From a young age, Sophia devoted herself with love and sacrifice to the care of Matthew, who was born with a physical disability that made him dependent on her for the simplest daily tasks. Matthew grew up under the watchful and loving eye of his mother. Despite his physical limitations, he was a young man full of life and dreams, eager to explore the world beyond the walls of his home. Sophia always encouraged her son to pursue his goals, even if it meant facing bigger challenges than most people. However, as the years passed, Sophia began to feel the weight of time on her shoulders. Her steps became slower, her hands more shaky, and Sophia's health began to decline. Matthew's concern only increased every day. He saw his mother struggling to keep the family together despite the difficulties, and he felt helpless in the face of the inevitability of aging. As time passed, the responsibilities of caring for Sophia became overwhelming for Matthew. He found himself torn between his love for his mother and the need to pursue a life of his own. The pressures of work and personal obligations became an unbearable burden, and Matthew began to consider alternative options for providing care for his mother. It was then that Matthew made a decision that would forever change the course of their lives. Convinced by friends and influenced by the weight of filial duty, he chose to place Sophia in a nursing home, believing that there she would receive the care and attention necessary for her health and well-being. At first, Sophia was reluctant to accept the idea of leaving her home and her independence, but the unconditional love she felt for her son spoke louder. She sacrificed her own desires for Matthew's well-being, even if it meant giving up her own freedom and comfort. In the asylum, Sophia faced a painful reality. Far from the comfort of her home and the constant presence of her son, she felt lonely and helpless. The cold, impersonal walls of the asylum were a constant reminder of his separation from the life he had known before. However, Sophia was a woman of courage and determination, and she struggled to adapt to her new reality, finding comfort in the small joys and friendships she made among the other residents. Meanwhile, Matthew tried to move on with his life, convincing himself that he had made the right choice for his mother's sake. However, guilt and sadness haunted him every night, and he wondered if he could have done anything differently to prevent Sophia's suffering. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. The distance between mother and son seemed to grow every day, until a phony call changed everything. Matthew received the news that Sophia had died suddenly in the nursing home, victim of a heart attack caused, according to doctors, by the sadness and loneliness she felt away from her family. Matthew's heart broke into 1,000 pieces upon hearing those words. He found himself consumed with regret and the pain of loss, questioning his choices and regretting not having spent more time by his mother's side in her final moments. At Sophia's funeral, Matthew faced the accusing gaze of relatives and friends who blamed him for the tragedy that befell him. He felt like the villain in his own story, unable to find comfort or forgiveness for the weight of his choices. However, amidst the darkness of his pain, a light of understanding began to shine on Matthew's horizon. He realized that, despite his best intentions, he had failed in his most sacred duty as a son, to care for and protect the one who loved him. With a heavy heart, Matthew sought redemption through forgiveness and reconciliation with his own conscience. He dedicated himself to honoring his mother's memory, pledging to never again allow the love and care of his loved ones to be sacrificed in the name of his own convenience. Matthew learned the hard way that the true value of life is not in material possessions or personal success, but rather in the love and connection we share with those around us. He would forever carry the burden of his choices, but also the wisdom gained through pain and regret. The story of Matthew and Sophia serves as a powerful reminder that love is the greatest treasure we possess, and that we must cherish and protect it at all costs. May the lessons learned from your experiences inspire us to cultivate relationships based on compassion, respect, and mutual care, so that we never have to regret missed opportunities to show love while there is still time. May Sophia's memory live forever in our hearts as a testament to the transformative power of true love and sacrifice, and may we learn from Matthew's mistakes so that we never have to face the same pain of loss caused by the neglect of our loved ones. And so we come to the end of this exciting and reflective story. We hope that the story we share today has touched your heart and awakened in you a deep reflection on the value of love and family responsibility. May we all learn from the mistakes and successes of the characters in this story, and may we value every moment alongside those we love, never ceasing to express our affection and appreciation. Remember that love is the most powerful force we have, capable of overcoming even the most difficult challenges, and that by recognizing our mistakes and seeking forgiveness, we can find redemption and inner peace. If you like this video and want to follow inspiring stories like this, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Thanks for watching and see you next time. God bless them.